How will they handle soaring inflation, public sector strikes? Will they cut taxes? What's their immigration plan? And as Conservative leader, when did you stand up for integrity and honesty? When did you tell Boris Johnson he was wrong and he had to go?
I'm a loyal person. I stood by Boris Johnson. Of course, I raised issues with him in private, but I supported him for the leadership election. I was part of his cabinet, and I owed him my loyalty.
Did you go to him and say, the parties have got to stop, you've got to get rid of these sexual abusers?
Of course, I've had disagreements with the Prime Minister in private over the course of my time in office. But what I would say is, I'm not going to walk away from everything that the Prime Minister and this government has done over the past few years. I'm proud of the achievements.
We all know it's a problem. This isn't really a secret, I'm telling you, I'm afraid.
We're all responsible for our own campaigns, and I take it as a big fat compliment. No one wants to run against me. But the campaign I'm running, people can see, is not doing that. I think it's incredibly important, if we are going to rebuild trust,
do you trust
we
them,
stop that sort of thing.
Well, I do trust all of the people who are on this platform with me. I think they're fantastic colleagues, and I think this shows the best of the Conservative Party.
Can you say the same, Rishi Sunak? You trust them all?
Trust everybody on this panel.
Is Boris Johnson honest?
Sometimes.
Is Boris Johnson honest?
There have been some really severe issues, and I think that he has paid a price for that.
I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt for as long as possible, and ultimately I reached the conclusion that I couldn't, and that's why I resigned.
So he is not honest? That's the question, yes or no?
There was a number of reasons that I resigned, but trust and honesty was part of that.
Liz Truss, is he honest?
He has been very clear himself that he made mistakes in government, but he had a huge range of achievements.
Is he an honest
Brexit.
man?
He did deliver on the promise.
OK, well, we'll get to that. If you want to support him, fine. We'll get to that later. Boris Johnson, an honest man. Well done.
What we need is a break from those Johnson years, and that's why I'm here.
Explain why it's OK to have a Prime Minister who has been found to break the COVID laws.
Yeah, it was a mistake, and I apologised for it at the time, and I apologise for it again. I wish it had never happened. The reason I...
Put your hand up if you trust politicians.
That's not correct, and this will all be on record in government.
It is on record.
Right. Well, Liz Truss, you were also involved in this as an Equalities Minister. Who's right?
Well, I'm not going to go around criticising other candidates in this race.
I think that's been costed at something like £15 billion. So how are you going to pay for that? Liz, we have to be honest. We have to be honest. But borrowing your way out of inflation isn't a plan. It's a fairy tale.
Rebuild the economy and reunite the country.
I did a difficult thing to make sure that the NHS got
Rishi,
the money it needed, and you voted against it.
To be
that's reality.
To be fair to you, Rishi, what we did is we had a long conversation about it, and you set out your position, and I asked why on earth this was going to be necessary, and you told me because the boss wanted it. Now, the reality is this is
the truth is that there will always be difficult decisions. It's very easy for Tom to say, I didn't vote for this, I didn't vote for that. He didn't have any responsibility. Yeah. It's easy to sit at the back of the class and tell everybody what they're doing is wrong. When he has to be a minister, he's going to have to take difficult decisions.
And as a Conservative, I hope you like at least one of us.
Thank you.